Hello, my dear viewers. Today in this video, I would like to explain to you about Taurus ascendant or Vrishabha Lagna. Which are the planets, Yoga Karakas for Taurus ascendant, who are Tarakas, who are Marakas for this Lagna, what sort of combination persists in a given horoscope gives rise to good Dhana Yogas or any special developments in the life of a native. These things will be explained in this video. It is with reference to Vrishabha Lagna or Taurus ascendant only. The first shloka of this text runs thus: Vrishabha jatasya sha shanihi bhagya karmeshwaropi va Soma Sutabhyam Surya Soma Sutabhyam Na Yasho Naiva Yogadaha. This is the text. He says, if you consider Saturn as the most important planet or a Yoga Karaka planet for Vrishabha Lagna, since he controls a trine house, the 9th house, as well as an angular house, the 10th house. He is a Yoga Karaka. Even Shani does not give good result to Vrishabha Lagna people if he is deposited badly deposited. He does not confer yoga. Surya Soma Sutabhyam, it means Sun and Mercury's union. The fourth lord being Mercury and the fifth lord being Mercury and the fourth lord being Sun, both combined together are supposed to give a Raja Yoga, a feeble sort of Raja Yoga. But that also does not happen for Vrishabha Lagna or Taurus ascendant Varans if they are not deposited well in the horoscope. This is the first version we receive for Vrishabha. वृषभर्के जातस्य राज्ये राहुर्स्थितो यदि मकरे गुरुभौमौ वा गंगा स्नानं समश्नुते. For Vrishabha Lagna Taurus ascendant Varans, if the 10th house is occupied by Rahu and the 9th house is occupied by Guru or Jupiter and Bhauma, Mars there, then Ganga Snana Yoga will result. Why? The Guru is Jupiter is a bad Adhipati who controls 8th and 11th house for Vrishabha Lagna, and if he is deposited in Makara Rashi, he becomes debilitated also. But the text says, if Jupiter is associated with a escalated Mars, then his results are slightly modified there in the 9th house of Purva, the Punya Sthana, Punya Karmas you do, he gives you Ganga Snana Yoga. Vrishabhe Jayamanasya Chaturthe Yadis Chandrama Guruna cha Budhenapi Vikshito Yadi Yogadaha. We come to the third verses here. Here we come across a special combination told to the Lord of the third house, Moon here. Moon controls the third house and he is inauspicious for Vrishabha or this Taurus ascendant Varans. But if Moon is deposited in the fourth house, he can confer upon good results during his Dasha Bhaktis for Vrishabha Lagna Varans, and particularly if Moon is aspected by Guru Nacha Bhudenapi, either by Mercury, the fifth lord, or by Guru, the 11th lord for this Lagna, then he confers upon good results. If he is simply deposited in the fourth house, it may not work properly. If he is either aspected or he is associated with Jupiter and Mercury, then he will confer upon good results. We move on to the next sloka here. Vrishabhe Jayamanasya कुज सप्तमगः शुभः लाभस्थान भानुभाग्येषु दीर्घायुर्योगवान् पिताः. For Vrishabha Lagna Bharans or Taurus ascendant Bharans, the deposition of the Mars in the 7th house in Vrishchika Rashi does favors. It is good only. He owns the 12th house also. In spite of that, since he is a natural malefic planet owning the 7th house, confers good result here. In his own Rashi. When he is deposited in his own Rashi, then he confers good results. In the 11th house, Ekadashasthana, or in the Meena Rashi, the association of Sun and Shani there brings Raja Yoga. Sun being the lord of the 4th house, Shani being the lord of the 9th and 10th houses associated in the 11th, the Labhasthana counted from Vrishabha Lagna gives them good results. They become wealthy, they become fortunate. We further move on to other shlokas. Vrishabhe jayamanasya guru soma sutasya cha kujena sahasambandho vikshito va bhavedyadi विशेष धनम प्राप्तिम न प्राप्नोति न संशयः. For Taurus ascendant Bharans, Jupiter, Mercury and this Mars, if these three are combined together and aspected by Mars only, the 12th lord, then they do not get money. Jupiter and Mercury's association is told to be good because they control the 5th and the 11th houses. They give Dhana Yogas on 5 and 11 axes. Combining together in any place, they confer upon Dhana Yoga or wealth to him. But if the same combination is aspected by Mars, then they will not be able to get any good benefit, reap any good benefit out of it. So the aspect of Mars spoils the wealth giving nature of Jupiter as well as Mercury. Vrishabhe jayamanasya guru saumya kujo yadi paraspara yuta saumya dayasturana yogadaha. If for Vrishabha Lagna Bharans or Taurus ascendant Bharans, Jupiter, Mercury and this Mars, they unite together, or if they aspect together mutually, then some Dhana Yoga, little Dhana Yoga can be told to happen. We will move on to the next shloka here. Bhaumadayastu dhanado गुरुर्दायस्तु मिश्रदः केन्द्रस्थितः सौम्यस्य वा यो योगप्रदा स्मृदाः. For Taurus ascendant Bharans or Vrishabha Lagna Bharans, the Lagna Lord's major period, Mars major period for 7 years will bring about fortune, it brings about dhana or wealth to them. In Guru Dasha, in the 8th and 11th Lord Dasha, he is a bad planet for Vrishabha Lagna. Jupiter is a bad planet for Vrishabha Lagna. It gives a medium phala or medium dhana yoga. It does not, it neither deprives a man from money, nor it gives sufficient money to call it a bounty. But if Mercury is deposited in the Kendras 1, 4 or 7, 10th houses during his own dasha or his major period or minor period, Mercury bestows upon good luck to Vrishabha Lagna Bharan. This is the gist of all these shlokas. We will still continue further in the second part. Thank you.